Hey, what's up, C-Maniac Nation? It has been a minute, but the C-Man is finally, once again, fresh out the theater here in Stamford after seeing Until Dawn. And like I said, it's been a minute. I mean, I got myself some new gear, but mostly I've been gearing up for my staycation. So I've been super busy at work trying to get things wrapped up. Had a bunch of stuff going on in the city, including some plays, had some birthday parties with friends' kids that I had to get to. It's been busy, but I finally found a little bit of time to go to the movies. And I started with Until Dawn because I didn't think this was one that would last very long in the theaters. And granted, I was rather skeptical going into this movie. I've played the video game. I thoroughly enjoyed the video game. And being story-driven, literally the whole game is like watching a movie, I was interested and concerned that the trailer didn't look anything like the game, right? You're not at a cabin in the winter. We're at some sort of visitors center in what seems to be like spring or summer. This group of kids doesn't seem to match the group of kids from the game. The creature that dominates the game, there's a whole bunch of different creatures in this one. There's an hourglass in the house that keeps flipping and resetting the night. So every night this movie then becomes about surviving until dawn. And we see inside like the logbooks, there's been a whole bunch of people, including the girl that we're looking for, that have been here and gotten trapped in this loop. And that's what SANDBERG and writers Blair Butler and Gary Dauberman are playing with. And like I said, doesn't really match up with the game. However, I've come to trust David F. Sandberg in most things when it's horror related. So I had a low bar. I just wanted to be entertained. And I went in and was honestly pleasantly surprised. Yes, the movie does function differently than the video game. However, it does have some cool tie-ins. And as you start to see how this thing is set up, you're like, okay, I can kind of see a connection. It's not quite there. But when you get to the end, there's some cool stuff going on where I'm like, are we setting up an Until Dawn franchise right now? Like a little universe? And has actually made me rethink about how the game functions. Like if you think about playing the game and how it is unbelievably replayable, and some of the stuff in this movie makes a lot of sense. And like I said, I was looking to be entertained, and I found that the kills that they set up for each night were fairly entertaining. The young cast we have here is very, very good. I like their chemistry. They held my attention. I got to have some fun with them. And specifically, Ella Rubin, Odessa Azion, and Belmont Cameli really, I thought, popped in that group. And then you throw in Peter Stormare, who plays into some of the lore stuff that we're working with, where I came out of this and was like, you know what? I jumped a couple times. Sandberg comes from the school of James Wan, so he has some really cool, like, absolute dark moments. There was some solid humor and things that tied into the game enough where I went, I think I actually dug Until Dawn.